Throughout all the lockdowns and the periods in between lockdowns, we kind of saw it as our mission to keep our members and the wider community engaged and as active as possible. So we've done that via a number of initiatives. Some of it was rugby or whatever rugby we could provide during the windows between lockdowns. During lockdowns, we've led very successful virtual programs that have kept people engaged. And one of those to keep the kids engaged was a colouring in competition, with the eventual plan to take a vote on all of the entries. The winning entry would then be turned into a genuine kit and worn on the first game of the season, eventually auctioned off with all the proceeds going to the NHS. We all thought that COVID was going to be a flash in the pan and that we'd be wearing these shirts in September 2020, but now we're getting ready for September 2021, and finally our Community Day kit is going to be worn by our senior men's and women's teams.
So the club obviously identified the fact that the first rugby employee they wanted was to strengthen their bond with the community. And by the community, I'm thinking local schools, universities, groups that we can make rugby accessible to that wouldn't normally have rugby on offer to them. So we've got outreach programs where we go to, like I said, schools, local community groups that are dealing with sort of disadvantaged kids or areas of deprivation, and where we can help deliver some rugby sessions or some touch rugby sessions, things like that. We've also got projects happening at the club where people can come from the local community, try rugby. We've got a Rugby for All philosophy. So we're working all the time to make rugby accessible to the community at the club, but also going out and delivering rugby sessions where we can within the community. No player is bigger than the team that they play for, no team is bigger than the club that they represent, and no club is bigger than the community that supports them. And I think we have to remember that if every person within the club remembers that little saying, it makes us slightly more humble and slightly more appreciative of the collective energy of not only the individuals at the club but the community that come up here and support us on a daily basis.
So we came up with the idea because it was during lockdown 1, we were stuck in our garden. It was to do with the NHS and COVID. It seemed quite fitting that we have it with a rainbow. When we found out we won, we were very excited, weren't we? Yeah. So everyone wants to be a winner. So yeah, we were very excited.
So Shelford Community Day is going to be held on the 4th of September 2021. Put it in your diary. It's going to be a really special day where it's going to be free entry. All the community can come and watch the men's first 15 and the women's first 15 play 2 back-to-back matches. You're going to be wearing a limited edition jersey, both teams, and then we're going to auction those jerseys off at the end of the match to raise money for NHS charities.